What's up, guys? I'm back. First of all, I want to apologize for no vlogs in a while. But I promise that they will be coming back soon. They will be coming back very, very soon. Um, but regardless of that, I'm gonna make a lot. I'm gonna make a lot of videos regarding certain topics, as well as the vlogs, but this video will be in regards to a certain topic, and I'm going to get into that right now. This topic is caffeine. There's a lot of different opinions about caffeine. To be honest, I'm going to start with my personal experience and my opinion first, and then I'll go into the scientific stuff. My personal opinion and my experience is I've had a great experience with caffeine. I honestly feel like it helps me in the gym. It helps me mentally, even in everyday, like even outside of the gym. I think caffeine's a great supplement to your life, and it'll help you mentally as well as physically. But if you ask some other people, they'll say that caffeine isn't the best, and it can make you dependent, and it can if you are dependent on caffeine and you come off of it, you'll be really tired and irritable. While that is true, that is only if you take ridiculous amounts of caffeine. And while I don't do that, I used to do that, but I've toned it down a lot, and I've had a great experience with it ever since. There's also, alright, now I'm going to get into the scientific part. There is evidence that caffeine helps you lose weight, but it can also make it hard for you to gain weight. In other words, makes you a hard gainer. And I guess I can attest to that. I drink caffeine every day, pretty much. I mean, I don't, I'm not gonna say I cycle off of it, but I'll go some days where I don't drink caffeine at all. And again, it doesn't affect me like mentally wise or strength wise, but I mean, I can tell a difference whenever I drink caffeine versus when I don't drink caffeine. But the reason it makes you a hard gainer, and it inhibits absorption of thiamine, which is a vitamin that helps carbohydrate metabolism. And that you need that vitamin in order to absorb carbohydrates. And the more caffeine that you take in, the less likely it is that you're going to get that vitamin, and you won't gain as much as you would when you're not taking caffeine. But and another risk factor with caffeine is that women run a higher risk of developing bone disease or osteoporosis when they're on caffeine or when they take high amounts of caffeine. So women, especially, especially run a higher risk of developing like a bone deteriorating disease such as osteoporosis if they are on higher amounts of caffeine. So women should everyone should watch the dosages of caffeine they're taking, but especially women, if they don't want to develop those kinds of diseases, they should really watch how much caffeine they're drinking. But on the brighter side of things, caffeine, there's a theory that caffeine stimulates brain chemicals to secrete epinephrine. If you don't know what epinephrine is, that is the fight or flight hormone that kicks in whenever you become startled. And this makes you feel better while you're exercising. And I am a firm believer in that theory, and there is multiple studies on that theory, and it holds to be true. And that, like I said, whenever I take caffeine, it really helps me in the gym. I mean, of course, yeah, yes, there's a mental factor in that, of course, but caffeine will help you in the gym, in my opinion. And to second that, it really depends who you are, because there's people that have certain mental not necessarily defects, but mental barriers that whenever they take caffeine, it'll calm them down, and the other people, whenever they take caffeine, it will make them jittery. Sometimes caffeine can calm you down. It depending on who you are, caffeine can calm you down, or it can make you have the jitters and make you not be able to stand still. But caffeine on a with a person that doesn't have any mental barriers, caffeine would usually stimulate your fight or flight response, especially when you're lifting, and that will make you lift heavier weight and feel better during and after your workout. Caffeine does help, like I said, caffeine does help with your workout. It helps with your bigger lifts, your compound lifts, as well as your isolation movements, such as it helps your deadlift immensely, and it helps your bench immensely, helps your squat immensely, I believe. Just be careful whenever you're taking caffeine and you're doing compound lifts. Like I said, make sure you're not taking too much, or else you will feel your heart racing, and it will probably scare you a little bit, and it might end up bad if you take too much caffeine. So whenever they say 1 scoop of pre-workout is recommended, take 1 scoop. There is a recommended dosage of caffeine, and that's 3 to 6 milligrams per kilogram of body weight. And I highly recommend, if you are one of those people that gets the jitters but still needs kind of a little boost before your workout, to take the lower end of that spectrum. But if you're a person that gets calm or when taking caffeine, or needs a little extra, you can take the higher end. But I honestly recommend people who take caffeine to even really make sure they're not taking excess amounts of caffeine, because you really don't need a lot, but if you need some in order to get kick started and to get that release of epinephrine, why not, So anyway, that was the little research and my opinion on caffeine. If you have any thoughts, comment. If you have any arguments, comment. If you have any, if you just want to talk, I link all my, you want to talk fitness, I have link everything, all my a lot of my contact information in the description box. I will try my best to get around to emailing everyone back, or messaging everyone back. Like this video, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Most likely will be a vlog. Peace.